all right. Let's get this nonsense going. Richard, how you doing? How's your day coming along? So I thought I was going to be done with pretty much all of the arenas that I wanted to be done with, but considering they didn't change the scoring for the basic arena, well, I'm still trying to get to 24 million for the basic arena, so here we go. Very good. How's work? I'm assuming work is done if you're taking in the stream, although maybe you're watching at work. So I think I'm gonna have to do a full run of the 6 stars, full run of the 5 stars. That should get me about 12 million points. And that should be good for the basic. And then I'll just need about another 5 million for the feature, for the top 5%. And then tomorrow morning, finish off the 4 stars and another arena session done. You're at home in bed? Very good. So currently, do you always work nights or does it change? Like, would you work nights for like 3 or 6 months and then work days for 3 or 6 months, or is it always nights? I think if it were me, I'd prefer to be like always working, like whether it be nights or whatever, rather than having to change now and then. Let me see how that on screen. Oh, I might move that around a little bit actually. The on screen chat box. Still trying to figure out how I want that size. It's a little bit small, but it's not too bad. I'm always working midnight shift. Okay. Yeah, I'm not too sure if I'm going to actually keep the on-screen chat. I kind of like having it there. I think most people probably use the chat box to read chat, but So when you're done work, do you pretty much go home and like go to sleep right away, or are you up for a while after work? Okay, yeah, I'm not going to need to worry about his protection with him not being duped. Yeah, that was a bad idea. Very bad idea indeed. So I'm going to need you to block. You know, I could... no. Okay. Need you to block again. Oh, you son of a gun. I hate it when he does that. Where he'll stand there blocking, and then you run in, and he hits you just to start the freaking unstoppable. I'm usually up for a while. Okay. What? Okay. Hey, that's interesting. Oh, wait, did I already... No. This is not going how it should. Kota, how you doing? I am doing okay. Do you think 6-star Namor worth a mutant or generic gem? Not a generic. If you've already got a bunch of Seek Stones, so you want him to be as high Seek as you can. He doesn't have to be at 200. Oh my lord! Wow. He doesn't have to be at 200 Seek. Ideally, if you can get him there, that'd be the best, because then he'll take absolutely no damage. But even if you get him to like really high, like 180, 160, he's going to take a little bit of damage, um, which, if you're able to get specials in there, that should make up for the little bit of damage he's going to take. If you're looking for prestige, he's still a really good prestige option. He's still the only one who does what he does, where, attacking into your opponent, you take no damage. He's the only character that does that. But when you consider what the mutant class has, I don't know. Well, let's see. What other mutants would absolutely need to be awakened? Because damage-wise, he doesn't, but for his use-wise, like why somebody would want Namor, yes, he absolutely does need to be awakened. Archangel, for shutting down the abilities for the heal block, he would need to be awakened. He's going to have his damage without. Omega Red would definitely need to be awakened. But yeah, if you want to actually get any real use out of Namor, he does need to be awakened. I wouldn't use a generic on him. I would probably use a mutant on him. The only other mutants I think I would use any gem on would be Archangel or Omega Red. The Apocalypse Awakening is nice, not a necessity. The Apocalypse Awakening is really nice if you've got suicides, because you could do a fight or two and then not use them again, and then come back in, heal up what you lost from suicides in your first fight or two, and you're pretty much good to go. I have already 6-star Colossus and 6-star Omega Red awakened. Okay, so what gem do you have? Do you have a generic gem or a mutant gem? Because to be honest, I think there's only 2 6-stars in the game that absolutely have to be awakened to be usable. And that's Star-Lord and Aegon. There's a lot of other characters who benefit a lot from it, or who... maybe there's a few that would need it. But I think those 2 in particular absolutely need to be awakened. Aegon, when are you ever going to use him for just one fight? But if you were using him for just one fight, okay, it's fine not to be awakened. But the idea with Aegon is you want to build him up quickly and move along. So yeah, he would definitely need to be awakened. But Professor X doesn't need to be awakened. He benefits from it, but it's not a necessity. Hang on, I'm just going to move the chat a little bit here. A little bit over. That should be good. Like that. I don't know why I get really annoyed if things don't match up exactly how I want. Okay, so I still need that to be about that size. That's good. And the chat is over enough. Okay, cool. Let me move chat back 1, 2. Okay, I think that should be good. Yeah, I think no, I don't use Professor X, so I don't really know much about him. But from the little I do know, he does benefit from being awakened, but it's not a necessity. Well, let's take a quick look and see what his awakening does for him. So I think I have the 5-star awakened. Yes, okay. While below 75 challenge charges, gain 1 charge per second while defending. This rate is doubled, and charges are gained for the entire fight. Gain up to 19% prowess potency, scaling with the opponent's power meter. Okay, so awakened, he's going to get his charges quicker, and he will end up with more prowess. So he'll do more damage overall. Mr. DJ, how you doing? I ranked Emma and Colossus to 3 for 6 stars to rank 3. Okay. I have Colossus at R4. as a 5-star. And Emma, I maxed out Emma. I don't really know why. But yeah, I took her to R5. Ooh, and also by the end of the stream, or maybe before the end of the stream, I'm going to take somebody to R3. I guess I could. It's going to be Archangel that's going to take. I think I could do Archangel or I could do Doom. But Doom, I have obviously one Mystic T5CC, but I'm going to hold on to that until July 4th just in case I get Claire. So if I get Claire, she's going to go to R3 pretty much right away. Like I'll probably use a rank 1 to 2 gem on her, and then R3 her with the resources. But Doom, if I don't get Claire, I don't know. I don't know. 6-star R3 Colossus with Omega does some impressive damage. Yeah. Yeah, so with Namor, if he's awakened and a high sig, you're gonna find use for him quite a bit. And again, awakened high sig, he's gonna be good for prestige. So he's a good investment. He's not necessarily, well, actually, even just with his damage, you could be using him a fair bit. His damage does take a little bit of time to get going, whereas Colossus, you can get his damage pretty early on. Yeah, so I wouldn't use a generic on Namor. I would use a mutant gem on Namor, though. But again, so long as you've got Sig Stones. If you don't have any Sig Stones, I wouldn't awaken Namor with a gem. Mainly just because you could use the gem on him, but then he's going to be sitting at low Sig, and the potential is there to dupe him from a 6-star opening, right? In which case, you didn't need the gem. But if you can awaken and put a bunch of Sigs into him, and even if you dupe him afterward, well, it's just another 20 Sig levels. So I know there's people who've taken him to rank 3 unawakened. It's not something I would do, but I would do it if I didn't already have big damage dealers. Then it would make sense, because he does do some pretty good damage, but the biggest benefit of him is his awakened ability. One thing I really like in Namor is special attacks, spam opponents doesn't. Yeah, that is pretty cool. But again, it's not instantaneous. Like, it does take you a bit of time, right? You've got to be waiting for at least 15 outrage, and if you're close to 2 bars of power, then you can go to your L3 and get that rotation going. But yeah, that is definitely something nice with him for sure. One thing it makes sense, but I don't like with him, is that mutant power boosts don't have any effect. I get why it works that way, but I don't really like it. You can spam special attack without baiting opponent specials, yeah. And I'm not sure, because I know, like, when you come out of the L3 with outrage, your specials don't generate any power. I'm not sure about your heavy, though, because you can use your heavy to get back to another L3, but I'm not sure if that would be generating power in the opponent. I think I might need to mess around with the on-screen chat a bit. It's fine for now. But I think I want to text a little bit bigger. The question is, why would you use Namor for damage when I have Havoc Colossus? Yeah, no, I'm the same. I have seen people take him to R2. I think is fine, but I've seen people take him to R3 unawakened, and their reasoning is, oh well, he's got great damage. It's true, But like if he was your first 6-star, okay, that makes a lot of sense. Because if he's your first 6-star, you're doing it for a high damage dealing champion, and you're also going to do it for the Thronebreaker title. So okay, in that case, it makes sense. But if you've got several, even if you don't have like Ghost or Corvus, right? There's other 6-stars who will do a lot of damage, who I think you could absolutely take to R3 unawakened 4 damage. Oy, oy, oy. But like you're saying, you've got Colossus, you've got Havoc, so you have damage dealers, you have mutant damage dealers, so that is really not. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Really not something that you need to be too concerned about. Okay, so I'm gonna have to go slow to let the Incinerate drop off of me and then go back in on him. Alright. There we go. I remember when Namor first came out. He was my most wanted 5-star, I think, since I've been playing the game. And I went hardcore on the featured calves for him. And I went a little bit overboard. I think I ended up using like 12,000 units trying to get him from featured calves, and it didn't work out. And then, did they nerf him? No, I think they nerfed him after I got him, which kind of really pissed me off. Because then I just got him just out of a random opening. And then, I think there's only been twice where I've gone hard for a champion from featured calves. Once was for Namor, and the other was for the dupe 6-star Aegon. And actually, the Aegon one was really dumb. Like, I don't know why I did that. Yeah, we'll do this. Not gonna lie, Namor have much cooler animations than Colossus. Yeah. I like Omega Reds. But yeah, Namor Special 3 is pretty cool. Long though, but cool. Ooh. So, I've got Omega Red maxed rank 1. I'm going to rank 2 him unduped. I do want to take him to rank 3, but he'll need to be duped and have a fair bit of Seek Stones into him. But I think I should be able to dupe him in August from the arena. Most likely, once I get him duped, I'll take him to R3 pretty quickly after that. I mean, more fun to use due to his animations. Yeah, I don't mind watching his L3, that's for sure. I don't. I've actually never used Havoc outside of Arena. There's never been a fight where I felt that he was the go-to. So I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to get through the 6-stars, then I'm going to rank 3 Archangel, and maybe do a Winter Soldier fight with Archangel as a horseman, maybe, at R3. I don't know if I'll be able to max him out, though. Should be pretty close, because I do have a fair bit of Mutant ISO, which is good, because I do need to get through some ISO. Yeah, I don't think that Namor, when people are talking like top tier mutants, I don't think they really consider Namor. Like, you don't hear his name thrown around too much. I still think he's pretty cool. I don't use him very much. I used him for the Gauntlet for Terrax and for Thanos. Unfortunately, didn't one-shot Terrax. I actually used a few revives. That was really annoying because once you get into a rhythm with that Terrax fight, it should just be fine, but every now and then Terax will just light intercept you. Oh man, that was annoying. But yeah, like something like that, Namor is definitely the go-to. Mr. Mori, how you doing? How's your day coming along? I haven't seen you streaming Valorant in a while. Although I think I've only seen you live twice, though. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Namor. I would like to get him as a 6-star just to have him, but oof, it would take a long time until he was usable. I'm doing all right. Can't complain. Getting through some arenas. Going to take Archangel to R3. And yeah. And then once Archangel is R3, I think I'm going to work. I was streaming yesterday, but I was... Wait, did you have a new account now, though, for streaming? Or is it still the same one? I know you had one, which I followed, and then you changed to another one. You don't have a third one. I know it's just a game, but it's sad when previous God tier is forgotten since... No, it is kind of sad, though, isn't it? Yeah. It's actually quite interesting to see Archangel kind of having a little bit of a revival. Although, I think for a lot of people, like, they've liked him from the get-go, and they've liked him all along. But seeing where he's got such use, like he's really good for the Gauntlet, he's really good for a lot of Act 7. Like I used to see him kind of as a niche champion, but he's starting to look, especially as a horseman, he's starting to look like a main champion, right? Remember Blade, Trinity, Domino, Trinity, almost forgotten? Yeah. Well, for the Blade one, though, none of them are 6 stars, right? And that is what people are concentrating on now. So I think if we saw Blade, Starkey, and Ghost Rider as 6 stars, I think there'd be quite a revival there. The same account? Okay. Oh, wait. No, I think I did see you streaming yesterday. But I think I may have thought it was somebody else. Yeah, the Blade one was the first real extra crit chance, extra block proficiency. Like it was the first one with unique synergies. Like the first Trinity with unique synergies. Let's go with this. Oh wait, hang on. Let me make sure though, because there's one person on, and I don't. Well, maybe it is you, because there was one person on Twitch. Okay, no, it's not you. No, that wasn't you. Yeah, I didn't see you streaming yesterday at all. Yeah, so there's somebody on Twitch that I thought was you. It's not, and I'm like, well, why am I following this person? Yeah, So the thing with the Domino Trinity, though, at the time, Red Hulk. Well, Red Hulk kind of had a little bit of use, at least for the poison immunity, poison and incinerate immunity. But Masakre was pretty much a dud on that team. But now with his buff, all 3 of them are decent, and actually, Domino might be the forgotten one on that team, if anything. That was the main. So I got Domino from a Nexus. I think it may have been a class Nexus. But Domino was in it and Havoc. And I would have picked Havoc because he would have been a new champion. I don't think I had him as a 5-star at the time, but I ended up taking Domino, and the only reason I took Domino was that would have given me my first 6-star Trinity. Although I really don't use her very much. There's been a couple of stun vulnerability paths or nodes where I've thought of using her, but I usually end up using Cap IW. And I was thinking about it earlier. I think if I see that again, I'm going to end up using Chun-Chi for any stun vulnerability nodes. So I can get a long stun on him, and if I've got 2 bars of power, that is going to be some pretty crazy damage. Which one of you two take from Nexus Nova or Terrax? So right now, if I had that choice, I would take Terrax, but only because I have Nova as a 6-star. If I didn't have either of them, I don't know anything about either. Probably Nova, just because he is kind of neat to play. Like where if you dash out and dash in, you increase his charges. I mean, it's kind of a lame reason, but that would pretty much be the only reason why I would take him. But if you consider buffs, considering Terrax just got one, he's not going to get any better anytime soon, whereas Nova probably has more potential to be changed up a little bit. But yeah, as it is right now for me, with my account, I would take Terrax, but if I didn't have either of them as 6 stars, I would go Nova. What do you think is the most dominant Trinity currently? I would think probably the Ghost Trinity with Ghost, Wasp, and Ant-Man. Because Wasp is pretty good for damage. Ghost does what she does. Oh, maybe even... Well, no. I mean, because those 3 synergize really well. And then they also have a specific synergy when the 3 of them are on the team. But I was going to say also Hood. But as a three-man team, no. Just because the 3 of Wasp, Ghost, and Ant-Man have that specific synergy. I think those 3 are better. In terms of damage for the Nova Terrax or for the synergy? When Terrax... Oi, wow. Oh, that sucks. So the game just paused, comes back, and I'm getting hit. Okay. Not cool. Not cool at all. Okay. I should actually use... Well, I don't know where I would use Nova. But if I used him more, I'd probably understand him better so that I could fight against him decently. So Maury, are you still doing Valorant, or are you not really playing that too much? Hey, so we're in 30 minutes and we've got a crash. Neil, how you doing? How's your day coming along? What you got going down? I'm doing okay. What about you? I'm a little bit annoyed with my layover or the layout for the stream. I've changed it up, but it's not exactly how I want it, and when that happens, it frustrates me. But other than that, I'm doing okay. What are you up to, Neil? What you got going down? Yeah, let's do this. Okay. Skip through. Yeah. Doing good. Just trying to grind some tier 1 alphas and T4 cats, and then I'll get my 5-star Gilida R3. Nice. Very good, very good. Can't really grind the T4CC though, can you? Because pretty much that's... Oh wait. Like just rewards or the fragments. But I don't think there's really anywhere... I guess you can from... Is it uncollected EQ? I think that gives one, right? T1A. I've given up on that arena. Mainly just because of the arena change and just so much time in arena. I had to drop something. And then I've always got too much T1A, so. League of Destruction. Ooh. Sounds kind of ominous. Well, if more waiting to get it, getting fragments by the glory. Fair enough. You know. Oh crap, the T4B finished, right? Damn it, I meant to record my numbers there. Oh, we still got 3 hours. Okay, hang on. What about just because I keep track of all this, the arena stuff. Which I don't really know why I do it anymore. But I've been keeping track for like 2 years, so it's more habit now than anything. Okay. The T4B started yesterday. Wait. T4B, and we had 24 matches, score 2030. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Very good. Okay. That to there. Excellent. But all I need is like 10,000 more fragments, so I'm going to try and get that, and then buy 3 T1A, and then I'm okay. Wait, let me see. I think Uncollected has a T4CC. So yeah, there's nothing in Cav. Yeah, so Uncollected has 2 T4CC. So if you haven't explored Uncollected, oh no, I didn't. Okay, I didn't realize that Uncollected has that much. That's not bad. So what's that? 4 in total, or no? So there's 2 there. 1, so that's 3, 4, 5. Yeah, okay. And no, we had the T1A arena. So yeah, we got a couple days until that's back. Oh, let me see if we've got a class advancement to go with level up. Positive. Okay. Well, we got 4 hours. And then we were taking Archangel to rank 3. Wow. Within 4 hours. Don't have Uncollected unlocked, plus even if I did, I would be physically... okay. Well, I guess you'll be using Glory. Oh, you know what? I should run an attack boost because I do have at least 1 in overflow. Man, we get those things so quickly. So what are you doing currently, Neo? You trying to get those resources? Oh, I need to change something with the chat. It's gonna... it's annoying me. So the chat box isn't lined up with the iPhone box. Okay. Do that quick. Right now, I think it should be lined up. Up a little bit more. All right, there we go. So, Neo, do you think you'd be buying any of the offers in July, July 4th? Maybe. Okay. Yeah, I'm interested to see what they're going to look like, considering what we're able to... Well, I guess it's not available for everyone, because the gauntlet you have to be Thronebreaker to do. But just considering the rewards in there, I'm thinking that the offers have got to be pretty substantial. Just a little. Okay. Over. Oh, I already selected the team. Damn it! Not paying attention. Yeah, I think as far as the unit offers, like I want an Awakening Gem. And I think it would have to be either generic or pick your class. Generic would be better. Well, generic is better if you're going to hold on to it. Pick your class is fine if you got somebody right then and there ready to go. By the way, I'm now halfway done in Act 4, Chapter 4. Nice. Very good, very good. So will you... Like, have you already done completion of Act 4, or you go through, like, each quest one by one? Or do you go get the initial completion done and then go back and do exploration? Because I used to do, like, exploration. So I wouldn't, like, go through do one path of each quest. I would get each entire quest done and then move on. But now... Usually I just do go completion and then work backwards after that. Ooh, let's see. Okay. Yeah. Right. Okay, I go through the quest one by one, and then after I'm done with it, I do 100%. Okay, yeah, yeah. So the one thing I still don't like about Professor X is the dashing back and like how he leaves the silhouette there. It really annoys me because when that happens, I'm not really sure where he is on screen because I end up looking at where he was as opposed to where he. Yeah, I don't know. It's silly, but it just frustrates me. Even though I might do 100% of Act 4, like when I can auto it because I can't be bothered to play. Yeah, I think is it Act 4 or Act 5? One of them is just stupidly long, or maybe both of them are. But yeah, it was kind of ridiculous. I don't know. I've never tried, I guess, but yeah, I don't know if you could. You should be. Well, I mean, with 6 stars, you should be able to auto fight Act 4. I know Act 5, where I farm revives and energy refills. I can't auto fight that. I have to. Oh, you son of a gun! I have to manually do that all the time. You've got to be kidding me, dude! Come on. Enough. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I don't think there's anything substantial from Act 4. Act 5, though, because you got the T5B, there's an Awakening Gem, so you got pretty decent resources from the exploration of Act 5. But yeah, Act 4, I don't think there's anything that would make somebody feel that's something essential to get explored too quickly. You know, it's weird. It never seems that she heals up that quickly when I'm playing with her. She heals up, but it's just never that quick. Oh my god, also did I tell you I got my third 5-star Captain America Classic? Okay. How do you feel about that? I mean, his block proficiency is pretty good, but outside of that, he doesn't really bring a ton to the table. Although, I mean, that being said, maybe that would suggest that he is up for a rework or a buff at some point soon. I'm not too happy about it that since I already have a better Science Champ She-Hulk. But I mean, it's a new 5-star, so it's not too bad. Yeah, that's true. Yeah. Yeah, the thing with getting the older champions, though, it's somebody new for sure, but it's not like they bring substantial synergies to the team, which is kind of annoying, right? But yeah, I would expect that he should see a buff sometime. Maybe this year. Although I don't know, though. Maybe not, considering we've got Captain America Infinity. No, there's no reason why he shouldn't. But actually, you know what? Like, if you don't have that many 5 stars, he's not too bad with when you consider that block proficiency, right? So if you're pretty, yeah, because I mean, if you're in Act 4, yeah, so you're still pretty early on. So if you're relying on parrying a ton, like I do in Arena or anywhere else in the game, he's not bad because with that block proficiency, you're not taking, a ton of damage when you're blocking. He won't be doing a crazy amount of damage, but he will also decrease the amount of damage you're taking. So that's not a bad thing. If you're playing with a more intercepting style, then yeah, that's not as relevant. But if you're relying on parry a ton, that's not bad to have. Not bad at all. She-Hulk I've never actually played. And it was I think it was when maybe the stream is just buffering. Okay. What time is it? 12. Yeah, so it's probably network congestion. Actually, you know what? It might just be on the YouTube side. It hasn't happened in a while, but it was for a while, not too long ago, where the YouTube side would buffer, but Twitch would be fine. Well, let me have a look. Let me do this next 2 fights and I'll take a look. And it's back? Yeah. So if that's the case, it's probably just network congestion in my area. That hasn't been too much of an issue recently, but when we were doing the lockdown and everybody's working from home, that was getting really bad. Like, especially earlier in the day when people would be like checking in at work, checking emails and stuff like that. It could just be my internet is pretty bad. No, it does happen. As far as I know, it hasn't been that frequent recently, but there were definitely times where it was happening a fair bit. So yeah, probably not you. Or it could be a mix, but. Let me see here. But it was weird though. Oh, okay. So I'm just looking at the on-screen chat, and I mean, it's kind of small. But I have bad eyesight, but I can still read it without glasses, so okay. That's not terrible. Yeah, I'll probably leave it like that then. I haven't, like the previous layout I had was the one I was using for quite a while. And then I was messing around with it yesterday a fair bit. Let me see. Yeah, we'll do that. We'll get the armor break anyways. I think I like it the way it is now. I'll probably leave it like this for a while. And I still want to keep the on-screen chat. I don't know why. I just like the idea of that. Wait. Do you know who won the arena vote, Ant-Man or Guillotine, or have they still not said? As far as I know, they haven't disclosed that. Which, I don't know, man. I think that whole thing was messed up. I think having the vote on the forums was fine, because you could cast your vote and then immediately you could see the change. So you could see the vote change as it happened. But I don't like how they made it where we have to do the arena in order to vote. I think that was a terrible idea. And then secondly, you don't see live results. And I see no reason why you would do that unless the winner was predetermined. And they... Okay, yeah, so maybe that is you. Because I'm looking at it myself and it's fine. You might just want to try refreshing the stream then. Ooh, let me change one thing for... Wait, no, I don't want that down. Back up. And I want this over, like so. Okay, cool. Yeah, I think that might be you then, because I'm viewing the stream currently and it's fine for me. And usually, like when it would buffer and I would be viewing it, it would just need to refresh it every time it happens. Let me see how it is on Twitch. Oh wait, because you're watching on Twitch, aren't you? Right. So... Let's see, because when I was checking that just now, I was checking it from the YouTube side, but I'll view it on Twitch and see. Yeah, that's kind of funny because usually it was the only time I had the issues was on YouTube, and Twitch would always be fine. So. Yeah, it seems okay so far. So yesterday when I was messing around with the layout, I was going between continuing to stream like this or streaming like this, where it's just the whole, like everything else is removed and it's just the gameplay. I think if I had my webcam, this wouldn't be bad, just because there'd be something else to see aside from the game. But without the webcam, I think having the other stuff on screen is good, just because there's other stuff to put it back. Just because there's other stuff to focus on, and I do like this layout more, especially for Arena. So yeah. Okay, so we started off at 12. We should end up at about 18, so we've got about 2 million more points to do. Oh-ho! So, okay, right on schedule. An hour of streaming and 2 crashes. Because, yeah, it's pretty much every half hour that it crashes. But actually, I am going to do the rank up. And, well, I'm going to probably put as much mutant ISO into Archangel as I can. And then that will be that for the stream, I think. So it's going to be a bit of a shorter one than usual. But actually, the main objective for this stream was just to do the rank up on stream more than anything else. Okay, so let's do that. All right, let's finish off this arena that we were just in. Oh wait, had we already started? No. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we'll do this one. Do you find there's many people to watch on Twitch for MCOC? Or not really? I think, actually, so I'm going to do Archangel to R3, but I think there's only 2 classes that I can do. I think it's only Mutant or Mystic. So I don't have any more T5CC. Could we maybe get a bit of a crystal opening at the end? Redwood, how you doing? No, I'm not going to do a crystal opening. I'm just going to do the rank and level up of Archangel. I don't think I have any crystals to open, actually. I'm almost at 100 Thronebreaker crystals. And I've got 9 Nexus 5 stars. But at least the Nexus 5 stars, I'm going to do... when I get to 500 subs, I'm gonna do a stream where I open the 5-star Nexus crystals, but chat will decide who I pick. And I'll have an overlay on screen of what I want. Because for the most part, I would just want new champions, or if I'm looking for a specific ISO, I put that kind of ISO. But if like Iron Patriot is there and chat says to pick Iron Patriot, well, I guess I'm picking Iron Patriot. So I actually because I think I'm just over 400 subs now. So probably by August, I would assume maybe being at 500. So by then I might have like 10 or 12 of the 5-star Nexus. But yeah, and I think I'll do this one too, the Legendary Nexus. But that's really all I've got for any substantial opening stuff. The 5 stars, I keep saying I want to save until I get to 1 million, but then I get to like 520,000 and I open a bunch of 5 stars. So I don't know if I'm ever going to be able to save to 1 million. Okay, so let's do this. I'm good, man. Just got back from breakfast now. Gonna get some arena grind in. Very good. Okay, I'll make about 100 accounts. Then you can be at 500 subs on YouTube. So let's see here. So yeah, I could do Doom to R3, but I'm gonna hold on to that T5CC, the Mystic T5CC. I'm gonna hold on to that for Claire. If I was really after Prestige, I could do Sunspot, but I'm not too concerned about Prestige. So yeah, so it's going to be Archangel. Let me just see what I've got for Stig Stones. Trying to build my battleships and unit stash back up for 4th of July. Yeah. Yeah. Dude, and they messed up the arenas. Like, and I don't mean from the big change, but even like what they were supposed to go back to the original system. So currently the 4-star arenas are messed up. Because that's where we're supposed to be getting most of our units, but those are still the same amount, like 135. And then we were supposed to have where the 4-star basic was, if you ran 6 stars, it would be worth the same amount of points as 5 stars, but they didn't change that. So yeah, it's got arena all messed up. All right, let's go. Archangel to R3. Here we go. And it's done. I just realized yes, that's a lot. Yeah, it's not bad. I had, I think I was at about 34,000. And then I bought the completion offer for Cav. I used about 3,000 units for the gauntlet. I was going to do the gauntlet this week, and I was going to farm revives and health pots all week, and then I just got impatient last weekend. So I had absolutely nothing and went into the gauntlet. Yeah, it's fine. I mean, I'll make the units back, but I just had a little bit more patience. I think I would have still ended up using some units, but it would definitely not have been 3,000. Yeah, so I'd been thinking about taking him to R3 for a while, But basically I'm doing it now because I want to try to get 7-2 explored before July 4th. And there's quite a few paths where Archangel will be pretty good. So that is the reason for taking him to R3. If I had him awakened, I would have probably taken him in for the gauntlet. But yeah, I didn't want to do it unawakened. So we might actually be able to get him maxed out here. We're about halfway now. So let me do this, and then we'll have a quick go in ROL. I mean, we don't even need to make him a horseman to make him useful there, but have a quick go with him without being a horseman. Maybe another go as a horseman. Hopefully you can awaken him soon. Yeah, so I think for July 4th we're going to see some class Nexus crystals. Currently the only class... Well, I want Human Torch and I want Claire. I don't think I would go for a... Well, actually, no, you know what? I keep saying this and I forget that the dual class Nexus are Science and Mystic. So that would actually work out perfectly for me. But outside of that, I'd like to do Ghost. So Tech Cosmic would be okay as well. Wow, and I'm still going to have Mutant ISO left over. Holy crap. I had a lot more Mutant ISO than I was thinking. But yeah, I'd like to do Ghost. Warlock and Gilly would be okay, but I'm not too concerned about duping them. And then Skill, there's Nick would be the only one that I'd really want to dupe there. And then there's a bunch of mutants I'd like to dupe. So, okay. And there we go. Maxed out R3 Archangel. Also, when I get my Gilly to R3, who should I R5? 4 stars Venom or Doc Ock? I would go Venom. Yeah, because Venom is good for the Spider-Verse champions. He's a decent Cosmic on his own anyways. So, I feel like Archangel is making a comeback like I might say back in 2004, based on all the videos that I've seen people come out with, like Lord Shadow and Simula. Yeah, so I was saying this earlier. The big thing with Archangel is there's people who've liked him from the very get-go, and they've liked him the entire time. But for others, he's fallen off, considering how the mutant class has become so stacked in the last little while. But I think with the Gauntlet and with Act 7, people are like, because there's a lot of we're not going to be doing that many special. There's a lot of paths or nodes for Act 7 where he's pretty good. So now there's one here for poison. To help me with poison. And I think it's this her. Let's see. Yeah, okay. So we'll go in with Archangel as is and see how quickly he gets Winter Soldier down. And then we'll make him a horseman. Let's see how that one goes. Oh, he's the highest rated. Wow. Okay, I wasn't expecting that. That makes sense though. Huh, okay. No, of course he's not going to let me get a heavy off. Gee, Bruce. Come on, dude. There we go. That's what we're talking about. Oh, yeah. We use the L2. Actually, could use the L3, because then he'll be stunned after, and we'll be able to get a couple more heavies into him. So I've had him as a 5. Actually, I had him as a 5-star. I think almost like as soon as he came out, but I've never really used him that much. And my thing for him was always that, like, I saw that if the opponent was bleed or poison immune, Archangel would drop off, or if it was hard to parry them. But then looking at what he'll do for Act 7, the Gauntlet, you don't see that many people having him as a 6-star. So that's kind of why I decided to take him to R3. That's not too bad, 68 hits. Okay. So let's have a go with him as a horseman. As I always did like him. When you look back before he came to the game, the mutant class wasn't that great. It was really just Wolverine, Colossus, and Mags were still not. Yeah, because when he came out, he and Iceman came out roughly around the same time. And those were kind of like the OP mutants at the time. But yeah, within the last year or so, the mutant class has just been heavily stacked and probably the best class in the game as it should be. Yeah. Okay, so let's do this. Oh, wait, do I have? No, I don't have Mr. Sinister. Oh. So I would need to, well, let's change this up. So 68 hits. Obviously, that wasn't the ideal encounter. Let's see, who do we want to take out? Well, I don't really want to take out anybody. Well, we'll lose the poison immunity, but that's fine because we're going to gain the bleed resistance. So I'll just use Apocalypse quickly, kill him off. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna kill him off. It's pretty freaking crazy how quickly Apocalypse will go through Winter Soldier. It's just a matter of getting to your first L2 and keeping up your debuffs, and yeah, he just goes away. So I had been like doing the L2, then the L1, and trying to get to an L3, but I found that most of the time, like if I do get to the L3, that's it, it's over. And quite often I don't even need the L3. Yeah, so like this time I don't think I'm going to make it to an L3. Probably another L2 will do him in. Pretty damn close. Yeah, there you go. I mean, it's definitely not the fastest, but not too bad. Alright, so let's come in and make Archangel a horseman right off. Yeah, no, within the last year, yeah, his value has definitely gone up, and I think with 7-2 and then the Gauntlet, even more so. All right. So I think it was 68 hits the first go with Archangel. Should have stayed a bit closer. There we go. Now, whenever we throw a heavy, we're going to pause the neurotoxins. And we'll go with another L3 as we did in the first go. Oh, damn. So I don't think this isn't because of him being a horseman. I think it's just a better encounter, and that's why the hits are lower. No, it might be about the same amount of hits, actually. Maybe that would all be relevant anyways. You know what? I'm going to stop just so that it's exactly the same. Alright. So 68 hits both times. Not too bad. Alright. Well, that is going to be it for me. Let me see what we got going down. What is going down on the YouTubes? Alright. Well, I don't see anybody doing any craziness. Alright. Well, that's it for me. Thanks for coming and hanging out. And I'll catch you guys later. Take care.